English moral stories for speaking practice vocabulary boost. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where learning English becomes fun and easy through amazing stories. Today, we're going to enjoy beautiful moral stories that will not only improve your speaking skills but also help you remember and use powerful English vocabulary in real life. Each story is written in simple English, but full of useful expressions, so you can listen, repeat, and speak along to become more confident in English. Let's get started. Story 1. The Clever Fox and the Proud Lion. Once upon a time in a thick forest, there lived a lion who believed he was the most powerful animal. Every day, he would scare the other animals, roar loudly, and show off his strength. No one dared to speak against him, except for one clever fox. The fox was not strong, but he was wise and calm. He watched the lion carefully and noticed that the lion was only strong when others feared him. So the fox made a plan. One morning, the fox went to the lion and bowed respectfully. "O great king of the jungle," said the fox, "I have come to tell you that another lion is claiming to be stronger than you." The lion's eyes filled with anger. "What? Another lion?" he roared. "Yes," said the fox. "He lives deep in the jungle and challenges your power." Without thinking, the lion shouted, "Take me to him at once." The fox led the lion to a deep, still pond. "He lives in there," said the fox. The lion looked into the water and saw his own reflection. He thought it was another lion. Furious, he jumped into the pond to attack, and struggled to swim. The fox laughed and said, "Your biggest enemy was always your own pride." The lion was embarrassed, and from that day on, he stopped scaring others and became more humble. Moral: intelligence is more powerful than pride and strength. Vocabulary in sentences learn naturally. The lion believed he was the most powerful. This means he had great confidence in himself, maybe too much. He would roar loudly. Roar is the loud sound lions make to show power or fear. The fox was wise and calm. Wise means smart through experience, and calm means not easily scared or angry. He bowed respectfully. This shows politeness, especially to someone powerful. The fox said, "He is claiming to be stronger." Claiming means saying something without proof. The lion saw his reflection. That means the image of himself in the water. He was furious, very, very angry. In the end, the lion felt embarrassed. This is the feeling when you know you made a mistake and feel ashamed. He became humble, not proud or boastful anymore. Story 2. The Turtle Who Never Gave Up. In a peaceful river, there lived a turtle named Toby. He was slow, quiet, and often ignored by the other animals. Near the same river, a group of fast, playful rabbits liked to laugh and race around. One day, while the animals were resting, one rabbit mocked Toby and said, "Look at you. You're so slow. You'll never win in life." Toby smiled gently and replied, "Maybe I'm slow, but I always keep going." Hearing this, the rabbit laughed even louder and said, "All right, let's race. If you're so confident, prove it." The next morning, all the animals gathered near the riverside. The path was long and bumpy. The race began. The rabbit rushed ahead quickly and soon got far in front. But after some time, he saw that Toby was still far behind. Confident that he would win, the rabbit decided to take a nap under a tree. Toby, though slow, kept walking without stopping. Step by step, he passed the sleeping rabbit. When the rabbit woke up, he ran fast, but it was too late. Toby had already reached the finish line. The animals cheered, and the rabbit felt embarrassed. He walked up to Toby and said, "You really taught me a lesson today." Toby smiled and said, "Winning is not always about speed, it's about not giving up." Moral: slow and steady wins the race. Vocabulary in sentences. The turtle was ignored by others, meaning no one paid attention to him. The rabbit mocked Toby. This means he made fun of him in a rude way. Toby said, "I always keep going." This means he doesn't stop even when it's hard. The rabbit was too confident, thinking he could never lose. The race path was bumpy, meaning it was not smooth, it had ups and downs. The rabbit decided to take a nap, which means he lay down to sleep for a short time. Toby passed the sleeping rabbit. He moved ahead while the rabbit was still asleep. The animals cheered. They shouted in happiness to celebrate Toby's win. The rabbit felt embarrassed, just like someone who knows they made a mistake in front of others. Toby said it's about not giving up, meaning to keep trying no matter how difficult it is. Story 3. The Faithful Dog and the Lost Child. Many years ago, in a quiet village, there lived a farmer and his family. They had a pet dog named Bruno. Bruno was no ordinary dog. He was loyal, brave, and always protected the family. One day, the farmer had to go to the nearby town for work. His wife was busy in the kitchen, and their little child was playing in the garden. Suddenly, dark clouds filled the sky, and a heavy storm began. Thunder roared, and the wind blew hard. The mother rushed outside, but to her horror, the child was nowhere to be seen. She screamed and searched, but there was no sign of the child. Just then, Bruno came running from the forest, barking loudly. His fur was wet, and he was covered in mud. The mother saw something in his mouth. It was the child's tiny shoe. She panicked and thought something terrible had happened. In her fear, she pushed Bruno away. But Bruno didn't stop. He kept barking and pulling at her clothes, asking her to follow him. Finally, she followed the dog deep into the forest. There, under a large tree, she saw her child lying safely on dry leaves. Bruno had protected the child from the storm, keeping him warm and safe. The mother burst into tears and hugged both her child and Bruno tightly. From that day, Bruno was not just a dog. He was the family's hero. Moral: true loyalty is silent, but powerful. Vocabulary in sentences. Bruno was described as loyal and brave. That means he always stayed with the family and was not afraid to protect them. The sky was filled with dark clouds, a sign that a storm was coming. The wind blew hard, meaning it was strong and dangerous. The mother was in horror when she couldn't find her child. Horror means a feeling of deep fear or shock. Bruno was covered in mud, showing he had run through the forest in the rain. The dog had the child's tiny shoe in his mouth, which gave the mother a clue. She panicked. This means she was scared and didn't know what to do. Bruno kept barking and pulling at her clothes. He was trying to show her something. The child was found lying on dry leaves. This shows that Bruno made sure the child stayed dry and warm. Bruno became a hero, someone who saves or helps others with great courage. Story 4. The Kind Bird and the Greedy Monkey. In a lush green forest, there lived a small bird named Sona. She had built her nest in a tall tree. Every morning, she flew around, collecting seeds and twigs, working hard to keep her home safe and warm. One rainy afternoon, a monkey was jumping from tree to tree, getting soaked by the heavy rain. His body was wet, and he had no place to hide. He noticed Sona resting inside her dry little nest. The monkey shouted angrily, "Why are you warm and dry while I suffer in the rain? You small creatures live in comfort, while I, strong and big, have no shelter." Sona replied kindly, "I understand you're upset. But maybe if you had spent time building a home instead of only playing, you wouldn't be in trouble now." The monkey became furious. "Are you trying to teach me a lesson?" he yelled. He climbed up the tree, shook the branches, and destroyed Sona's nest in his anger. Sona flew away, heartbroken. But the rain grew heavier, and the monkey had no dry place to go. Soon, he was cold, tired, and alone. The next day, Sona returned quietly and began rebuilding her nest, without any anger or revenge. The monkey watched her in silence. He realized his mistake and felt deep shame. He climbed down from the tree, sat beside the trunk, and said, "You taught me more with your actions than with your words. I was foolish, and I'm sorry." Sona nodded gently. From that day, the monkey began to change. He helped her rebuild the nest and later made his own shelter, learning that kindness and hard work always pay off. Moral: kindness and patience can change even the hardest hearts. Vocabulary in sentences. The bird had built her nest, which means a small home made of twigs, usually in trees. The monkey was soaked by the rain. This means he was completely wet. Sona's home was dry and warm, showing that she had prepared ahead of time. The monkey shouted in anger, showing how frustrated he felt with his situation. Sona spoke kindly. She didn't shout or insult, even though the monkey was rude. The monkey became furious. This means extremely angry. He destroyed the nest. This means he broke it completely. Sona was heartbroken, meaning deeply sad and hurt. She showed no revenge, which means she didn't try to hurt the monkey back. The monkey felt shame. This is a deep feeling of guilt for doing something wrong. He called himself foolish, meaning not wise or smart. In the end, he learned from her actions, realizing that good behavior teaches better than angry words. Story 5. The Wise Old Man and the Three Brothers. Long ago, in a quiet village near the hills, lived an old man known for his wisdom. People came from far away to ask for his advice. He had 3 sons, but they often argued and never agreed on anything. The old man was growing weaker day by day. One morning, he called his sons and said, "My time is near. But before I go, I have something to teach you." He gave each son a thin stick and asked, "Break it." They all broke the sticks easily. Then he gave them a bundle of 10 sticks tied together. "Now try to break this," he said. The brothers tried one by one, but none could break the bundle. The old man looked at them and said, "When you are alone, it is easy to break. But when you are united, no one can break you." The brothers stood silently, realizing what he meant. After their father passed away, they remembered his words and stopped fighting. Together, they worked on the land, helped the village, and built a strong family name. Years later, people didn't remember them as 3 stubborn brothers, but as the united sons of the wise man. Moral: unity is strength. When we stand together, we are stronger than we are alone. Vocabulary in sentences. The man was known for his wisdom. That means people respected him for being smart and giving good advice. His sons often argued, meaning they fought or disagreed with each other. The old man was growing weaker, showing that his health was slowly fading. He gave them sticks to teach a lesson. Sticks are simple, but in this story, they represent strength and unity. Each son could break a single stick easily, showing that something alone is weak. The bundle of sticks couldn't be broken. That means when they were together, they were too strong to defeat. The old man said, "When you are united, no one can break you." United means working together as one. After he passed away, which is a gentle way to say someone has died, the sons changed. They stopped being stubborn, which means refusing to change or listen. The family earned a good name, which means people respected and trusted them.